Very good morning, all of you. Hope you are all doing well. This is Santosh Sir. Welcome to Dear Sir. So, dear students, today in this video lesson we are going to start with your next uh, that is next another journey that is your doctor's world. Okay, we shall complete this chapter in this video. Okay, we have completed that is 4 chapters. Okay, and another two next that is left two chapters will be completed in this video. So now come to the unit V. Okay, that is unit 4, sorry, unit 5, unit V. Hi Subham, hi, hello. So in the last videos, okay, now listen. Good morning Mamuni, good morning Krupa Sindhu, good morning, very good morning. So now the last in the last video we saw that is uh, Dr. Raman came to Gopal's house and found that Gopal was ill, and all the family members, they were also depressed and distressed about the illness of Gopal. Then Dr. Raman gave an injection, then waited for some time. Then next what happened, that is when the patient woke up, okay, stir up, the assistant rushed to Dr. Raman and informed that it is Gopal who is recovering, okay, who is recovering slowly, and Dr. Raman told that it is a false flash up. It's very normal in this type of case, so we should not believe this. And Dr. Raman also told that if the pulse rate keeps going for another, that is 8 o'clock, or what is the time, then it was uh, sometime, that is till 8 in the morning. Okay, if the pulse rate uh, keeps going till 8 in the morning, what will happen, it will the patient will survive, definitely survive. So this is the thing. Then we will see that is Gopal's wife was very much distressed, very much unhappy about this kind of thing. Then she also, Gopal didn't answer any questions of sorry, Dr. Raman didn't answer any questions of Gopal's wife. Then we will see that is then Dr. Raman was worried, very too much worried about the condition, what will happen, okay, what will happen, and how he will be successful to that is save the life of his bosom friend. Okay, he was also as a friend, as a good friend, as a old friend, and as a very intimate friend of Gopal, he is also very much worried about that. Okay, so next we will see that is unit 5. Okay, coming to the unit 5 warm up. Does a doctor ever let a patient know how serious his condition is? So is it uh, really any doctor who that tells the truth about the serious condition of patient to the patient itself? Patient को से केबे serious condition विषय कहूची कि? It is obviously the doctor tells everything clearly to the patient's relative, but no doctor but we can but we will see that is the doctor never tells anything to the patient directly or give any hints also. So now in this situation, what does the Dr. Raman do? Dr. Raman कौन करिपर जेहेतु से तार सांग ता सहित ये भी तार फैमिली रो कंडीशन जानि चितन करी से कोनटा करिया पई चेष्टा करूची कोनटा करूची एठी देखिबा. Wasn't Dr. Raman feared for his frankness? And it is the it is the nature of Dr. Raman. He is always free and frank. He always speaks the truth. But here in the case of his friend, how does he manage? How does he manage the real thing to hide itself, and how does he manage to that is to tell something like that it will give some kind of hope to the patient and so also to the फैमिली मेंबर्स से केमिति ताको मैनेज करछि केमिति सत कथा न कहि कि केमिति ताको मैनेज करिवो कोन करिवो से सब जिंस को से केमिति तार फियर अछि कि तार भय करूछि कि तार जो फ्रैंकनेस पई से वर्तमान भय करूछि कि व्हाट डिड ही डू इन केस ऑफ हिज फ्रेंड गोपाल से वर्तमान तार फ्रेंड रो केस गोपाल रो केस रे से कोन करूछि कोन करिया पई चाहछि. रीड द फॉलोइंग यूनिट ऑफ द टेक्स्ट फॉर योर आंसर्स. वर्तमान आमे देखिबा ए जो फॉलोइंग टेक्स्ट आंसर्स गुड़ा को हमें पढ़िबा कोन कोन आमे जो क्वेश्चन गुड़ा वर्तमान देखिले डॉक्टर रमन प्रकृति तार सांग केस रे कोन करछि से तार फ्रैंकनेस पई तार जो स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्डनेस पई से फियर करछि कि नै ताको भय आसुछि कि नै प्रकृति रे सत कथा कोइ तो कहि दे परिबो कोन हबो तेन करी एटा तार गुटे भय आसुछि कि नै. नाउ द टेक्स्ट. व्हेन द डॉक्टर resumed his seat, the patient asked in the faintest whisper, possible, is that someone crying? Now in the last unit we saw that is Gopal's wife was crying near the doorway of kitchen, at the doorway of kitchen. Then Dr. Raman rushed to rushed to kitchen and calmed down Gopal's wife, okay, when she was crying. Then when Dr. Raman that is pacified whom the Gopal's wife and resumed to the patient, resumed to his seat, resumed to Gopal, jemte Gopal paku return karichi. Resume means once again return once again. His seat patient asked. Patient means the Gopal is asking with a faintest whisper. Faintest means with a slow, very low voice. Okay, low voice or slow voice we can say. Very slow or low. Okay, and with a very low and slow voice, who is asking Gopal is asking to Dr. Raman. Whisper means also with a feeble or with a very slow voice. Okay, with a very slow voice he is asking, and with possible. Okay, and he is not able to speak anything, but with very much difficulty he could speak. That is that someone crying? Is that someone crying? Kehi jane kanduchi ki? The doctor advised. Doctor should advise kon kuruchi? Don't exert yourself. Don't exert yourself. Okay, exert. Just add a page here. Okay, exert. Exert. Exert means try. Try very hard. Okay, attempt we can take. Now don't exert yourself. Dr. Raman advised that don't exert yourself, don't try to know anything, just be relaxed, just keep yourself relaxed. Okay, you must not talk. He felt the pulse, and Dr. Raman advised that you should not talk, you should not exert yourself, you must not talk. And now he's that is checking the pulse. Who is checking? Dr. Raman is checking the pulse of Gopal. It was already agitated by the exertion. Okay, exertion means that is he become Gopal now becomes, that is becomes serious. That is if somebody is crying, if somebody is if something happened there, किसी गोटे घटी लगी कौन है से सब नहीं कि सेटिके सीरियस हो जाए सेटिके ए सब नहीं कि व्यस्त हो जाए worried. Okay, agitated means you can say worried, agitated. Worried. And next year, exertion. Exert mu कहली. Okay, attempt. Now the patient, he felt the pulse. Now the pulse rate is high because he is exerting. He is worried about that, so that the pulse rate is high. The patient asks, "Am I going? Don't hide it from me." Now the Gopal is asking to Dr. Raman, "Am I going? Am I going to live? Am I going to survive?" Okay, don't hide it from me. Don't hide it from me. Please tell me the truth. Please tell me the truth whether I am going to live, whether I am going to survive or not. मत सत कथा कह मु प्रकृत बंचीबी कि नहीं एक कथा किए पचार गोपाल इज आस्किंग टू डॉक्टर रमन द डॉक्टर मेड ए डेप्रिकेटिंग नॉइज एंड सेट बैक इन हिज चेयर डेप्रिकेटिंग डेप्रिकेट means annoy dislike okay now Dr. Raman is making some deprecating noise. Okay, deprecating noise means a kind of noise that shows your resentfulness, shows your that is dislike, like this anger. ये सब जिनस निजे विरक्ति भाव प्रकाश करिवार जो गोटे प्रकार expression, that is a deprecating noise, and that kind of noise is producing by Dr. Raman, is produced by Dr. Raman. And now he sat back in his chair. Now Dr. Raman sat back in his chair. He had never faced a situation like this, and this is for the first time he is facing such kind of situation, and never in his life, never ever in his life he has faced such kind of situation before. And it was not in his nature to whitewash, and he has never in his career, he has never in his life whitewashed or say something false. Okay, and do some mistake by telling some by giving somebody's, by giving the patient false hope. अन्य मानकु पेशेंट मानकु false किछि मिछ आशा देखै मिछ किछि तांको कहि कि से केबे ए सब जिंस करेनी. Okay, so this is not the nature of Dr. Raman. People attached great value to his words because of that. People attach great value. Who is attaching great value? People attach great value to the words of Dr. Raman for that, because he has never told a lie. Okay, so that people is giving much importance to his words and to his advice. He stole a look at the other. The patient motion finger to draw him nearer and whispered, "I must know how long I am going to last." Now it is Dr. Raman who is thinking about all the things that he has never told a lie in his life, and he has never given any false hope to any patient. But in this case, what will he do? से कौन करिवो, से को भली मैनेज करिवो ए सब जिंस को, से वर्तमान से सब चिंता रे पड़ जाई. He is now in a state of confusion that how to solve, how to manage these things, how to tell the truth to the family and to Gopal also. He stole a look at others, and the patient motioned a finger. Patient indicated a finger to draw him nearer and whispered. To draw him nearer. Patient वर्तमान गोपाल किछि gesture हाथ रे किछि ठारी की कहूची पाखु का से पई. Draw him near and whispered with a very lower voice, with a very low voice, feeble voice. He whispered, "I must know how long I am going to last." Now Gopal is saying that, please Raman, please my friend, tell me that how long I am going to survive, how many days I am going to survive, whether I will survive and whether I will live or die. Okay, I must sign the will. Will means the paper related to your property पाई जमी संपत्ति की जमी बाड़ी जो paper, that is known as your will. I must sign it. Who is telling? Who is telling? Who is saying? Doctor, it is told by Gopal to Dr. Raman that, please doctor, tell me the truth whether I will live or not, whether I will die, and before I die, I will settle my, that is, will settle my property dispute. Property ro ku nei jaha sab dispute अछि mu taku settle kari ke jibi. It is all ready. Okay, paper सब ready अच्छी, paper सब ठीक ठाक अच्छी, सब मु ताकू काम करे रखी छी. Ask my wife for the dispatch box. You must sign as a witness. Okay, ask my wife. Okay, tell my wife, ask my wife to bring the dispatch box. Dispatch box means the box that contains the documents, all essential documents. Wife को कह से जो essential documents रा box टा आनु, and I will sign the will before I die, and you will also sign as a witness here. Okay, तो गोटे witness हिसाब रे तू भी sign करिवु, मु भी गोटे मोर याकू प्रॉपर्टी को सेटल करिके डिस्प्यूट जहाँ सब प्रॉपर्टी ऊपर किछि प्रॉब्लम अछि ताकू मु सॉल्व करिके जिवि. ओके, सो इट इज योर फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ ऑफ यूनिट V, यूनिट 5. ओके, बुझी पालो समस्त? यस और नो, प्लीज कमेंट. देन वी विल सी that is O. The doctor exclaimed. Exclaimed means with a louder voice. Okay, exclaimed. With a louder voice. With a louder voice. Doctor, now the doctor exclaimed. Exclaimed the louder voice. Told something in a little bit louder voice. Dr. Raman is expressing his resentment, expressing his that is disliking and expressing. Okay, thank you. And expressing his resentment. You are exerting yourself too much. You are exerting yourself. You are trying to put yourself in trouble too much. तुमे बहुत प्रकार ए सब जिंस काई कि तुमे कोन पई पचरछ, कोन पई कथा कहउछ, ए सब जिंस ताको विरक्त होछि कि डॉक्टर रमन ताको कहउछि. You must be quieter. You must be quieter. You must be quiet yourself, quieten yourself. You must be remain silent. Okay, you must remain silent, and you must you should take rest without exerting yourself. He felt idiotic to be repeating it. Idiotic means idiotic. Idiotic. Idiotic means that is silly, we can write. Okay, silly or foolish. He felt himself to be a foolish one for repeating the same thing again and again. Who is feeling? Dr. Raman is feeling that I am telling again and again, I am advising again and again that you should keep silent, you should remain silent, you should take rest without exerting yourself, without being worried about all those things. But you are making too much attempt to know all the things, to become worried about all the things. Okay, so it's idiotic to be repeating it. Dr. Raman felt to be idiotic to himself. How fine it would be, he reflected. Reflected means thought. Reflected means thought. Who thought? Dr. Raman is thinking. Dr. Raman thought. Dr. Raman thinks that. He reflected how it would be fine, and it would be a very good idea. Okay, it would be a very good idea. It would be a very best thing. এটা बहुत भला की भला idea, भला जिनस की भला ये, to drop the whole business and run away somewhere without answering anybody any question. Okay, so it would be better, it would be a good idea to run away to somewhere, to go away to a place where there will be nobody to ask any question to you. Okay, and there will be no one should who will ask you any question. तुमको केही कोनसी क्वेश्चन पचरे को नथिबे जेतबेले मींस अल्टीमेटली से गोटे कथा कहूची ए सब भीतर जो सिचुएशन क्रिएट हेची से सब सिचुएशन नो डॉक्टर रमन चाहूची कि दैट आई शुड कीप माय सेल्फ अवे, एंड इट इज द now he also feels, he also sees the, he also saw the that is state of Raman. Okay, that Raman is in a very critical condition. So what will he do? Okay, से कौन करियो से तार फैमिली मेंबर मानकर क्वेश्चन आंसर दबो ना डॉक्टर जो गोपाल आंसर दबो कौन से करियो ताकू ए सब जिंस से भाबुची एंड विदाउट answering anybody's question, it would be better to run away to the place where nobody will be there to ask you any question. Okay, the patient closed the doctor's wrist with his weak fingers and said, Ramu, it is my good fortune that you are here at this moment. Okay, so now Dr. Raman, now Gopal is clutching, Gopal is holding. Clutch means hold. Okay, clutch means hold. Clutch means hold. Hold. Now doctor, the wrist of doctor, sorry, Gopal is holding, Gopal is clutching the wrist of Dr. Raman. Wrist means the portion where we watch, जोटी आम घंटा पिंधुचे रिस्ट एटा को कहूचे रिस्ट ताको हम कहजे से रिस्ट तक धरुचे at this moment, and he also with his weak fingers are weak, and he hold the hands of Dr. Raman and says, Ramu, it is my fortune, it is my good luck, it is my good luck that I am fortunate that in this critical situation you are my good friend, you are my best friend, and you are now in my trouble, you are with me. So most of the so that I should be I must feel myself a blessed soul. Okay, मो निजुक निजे बहुत धन्य मन करूची, धन्य बहुत भलो भाबुची, मो एटा मोर गोटे सौभाग्य. I can trust your words, I can trust your word, whatever you will say I will believe that, I will trust that. तू जहाँ कहबो मो से सब को मानिबी, से सब को विश्वास करिबी. I can't leave my property unsettled, I can't leave my property unsettled. मोर property जो अछि मो ताको unsettled करिकी छाड़ी परिबेनी. Application and skill writing. Okay, we will do that. Okay, application and skill writing skills, we will do that. Okay, don't worry about that, we will do. Then what will happen, and that is your Gopal is telling, Gopal is saying that it is my property, it's unsettled property, so I'm not going to leave the property unsettled because there is a lot of dispute, बहुत प्रकार of problem अच्छी property को लेके, तेन करी I'm not going to leave the property unsettled. So what will I do? That is, that will mean endless misery for my wife and children. And it is, if I left the property, if I leave the property unsettled, if I do not solve the dispute, then what will happen? Then after me, after my death, my family, my children, my wife, they will be put in a great that is in a lot of problem. They will face a lot of problem. Okay, so this is the quality, this is the, he is the guardian of the family, he is the guardian of the family, he is the father of the family, and how the father thinks. Okay, so this shows that how the seriousness of a father, that is the responsibility of a father, the duty of a father, the obligation of a father to the family. Okay, in the last moment when he was suffering some kind of problem, some kind of disease, he is not thinking about himself, he is only thinking about the family, and how to, that is, keep the family safe from the dispute, from all kinds of problem. Okay, how to save the family. This is the thing, this is the, that is we can say this is the responsibility, this is the duty of a father. So similarly we will see all the qualities, all the good qualities of the father is reflected in the character of Gopal. Okay, so you know all about Subbiah and his gang. Who says? That is Gopal says that Raman, you already know okay. So now we will see, that is okay, sorry. Now this is Gopal is talking about all the problem, that is the dispute that is related to the property, okay, of his property. and he's also telling that, Gopal, please tell me the truth, that if I die, then my property will be unsettled and it will bring a lot of problem for my family. Then my family, after me, my family will be put in trouble and they will suffer a lot, so that I cannot tolerate these things. Okay, I cannot digest these things. So before my death, I should settle them. Okay, misery means, that is misery means problems, are that is misery, MISERY. Misery means trouble or problems, you can write troubles. Okay, here misery means troubles. It will bring a lot of trouble, it will bring a lot of problems to my family and my children also. You know all about Subia and his gang. Subia means a person who is with his gang, is making some is that is putting Gopal's wife and children and his family into some kind of trouble, and he has also some kind of interference with the family's property ର family property ସହିତ କିଛି ତାର interference ଅଛି। ତେଣୁକରି ଏସବୁ ଜିନିଷକୁ ସେ କରୁଛି। Let me sign before it is too late. Let me sign the will. Let me sign the will. Let me settle the property before I die. Okay, tell me, then continue. Tell me कहिके से किछि कहिछि आ कंटिन्यू किछि करछि। ओके, ताले हमें एटा बुझिले। ओके, is it clear to you? Please comment. Okay, a paragraph ta बुझी पल्ला ना नहीं, please comment. Now next, that is yes, presently. Dr. Raman replied, yes, presently, replied the doctor. Now doctor replied, yes, presently we will do that, don't worry about that. We will sign the I will sign as a witness, you will also sign as a property holder, and the property will be settled before it is too late. So don't worry about that. किछि व्यस्त होबा नै, सब जिंस को हम सेटल कर दबा। ए सब जिंस कहिछि। He walked off to his car. Now Dr. Raman rushed to his car, went to his car, sat in the back seat and reflected. Reflected हमें कहले thought. Okay, Krupa Sindhu, very okay, very good. And now Dr. Raman rushed to his car and sat in the back seat of the car, and he looked at his watch. Who is watching? Dr. Raman is watching to his looking at his watch. Okay, what is the time now? It is midnight. It is almost midnight time, and if the will was to be signed, it must be done within the next 2 hours or never. Then Dr. Raman thought that if the will should be signed, if the will must be signed, then it must be signed within 2 hours. 2 घंटा भीतर हमको next 2 hours भीतर हमको sign करियो पड़िबो, otherwise it will never be done. Because it will never be done means there is a lot of chance that Gopal will die. Okay, so that before the death of Gopal, the will must be signed, the will should be signed. So now Dr. Raman is in a great confusion. What to do if he will not give the will to sign to Gopal? Then what will happen? Gopal will die. Then after that, it will become a great problem for his family, and he will also be responsible for that, because he is not telling the truth to Gopal. Okay, so this will be the responsibility. Dr. Raman will be the guilty of the case, will be guilty of the issues. एसबू प्रॉब्लम भितर से ही गोटे गिल्टी हिसाब रे धरा जिवो। तेनु करी से केबे जदी से साइन न करे 2 घंटा भितर 2 घंटा परे से केबे साइन करि परिबो नाही। He could not be responsible for a mess there. He knew too well the family affairs and about those wolves, Subeha and his gang. Then continues. Okay, he continues something. Then Dr. Raman thought all the things. Dr. Raman is thinking all the things, that he is now in a state of confusion, in a problem, that what will he do. Then he also knew all the things that is related to the property, the dispute related to the property. से जो property विषय जहाँ सब dispute अच्छी से सब जानी ची, ता सहित से जानी ची कि से जो सुबेहा जे अच्छी another party. Okay, and the gang and their wolves means the wicked people. Okay, wicked जो माने evil, जो माने से जो खराब लोगों से माने को से जानी ची से माने केते danger से माने केते खराब बदमाश केते तेणुकरी सेमानक गोपाल जदि साइन न करे ताले से मरीगला परे से चलीगला परे कौन हम एंकर फैमिली को सेमाने बहुत हैरान करेंगे बिकॉज दे आर वेरी विकेट they are very evil minded people and they will put many kinds of trouble to the family of Gopal, and he thought that he could not be responsible for a mess, for the mistake. Okay, if he doesn't let Gopal to sign the will, then it will be never signed because Gopal will die. Then after that what will happen, it will be a mess, it will be a mistake for it will be his mistake, it will be his responsibility, he will be responsible for that. से केस में से responsible रहिबो जहा कि असुविधा तन करी से कोन करिवो. But what happened, but what could he do, से कोन करि परिवो. Okay, what could he do, what shall he do, what should he do right now? If he asked him to sign the will, it would virtually mean a death sentence and destroy the 1,000 parts of a chance that the patient had of survival. Now the important thing is being thought, okay, is being reflected by Dr. Raman, that if I let sign whom, no, Gopal the will, then what will happen, it will, Gopal will think that I will die. Okay, if Gopal is going to sign the uh, will, then it will virtually it will be an indication for Gopal, it will be a ultimate, that is you can say ultimate message, ultimate confirmation for Gopal that he will die. जदि से साइन कर दोची will टाको ताले ताको लागिबो कि मु बोधे मरि जिबि कि कोन सेति भाई मते मु आ बंचिबिनी सेति भाई मते हुई तो will टा दे देले साइन करिया पई. So that kind of thought also will come to the mind of Gopal. And what will happen then, it will, if this kind of thought will come to Gopal's mind, the hope to survive will be destroyed, the hope to survive will be destroyed, and he will soon die. Okay, he will soon die. So this is the another thing we will see, we also had seen in the previous unit, that it is the patient's will that make him survive. ताकू जहाँ patient रो will भी गोटे काम करे, डॉक्टर स्मार्ट काम करे, तार स्किल काम करे, and along with that the patient's will that also matters. Okay, patient रो will भी matter बहुत करे, सीटा को हमें देखिबा सेठी 8 समय रे 80 हमको सही कथा कहै जाई छी, that it is the will of Gopal that will make him survive, that will make him alive, ताकू जीवंत रखिबो, ताकू बंचै के रखिबो. ताले एटा गोटे डेथ सेंटेंस हम क्या प्रति, गोपाल प्रति, जदि मु ताकू विल दे देली. कथा किए भाबुची, डॉक्टर रमन इज थिंकिंग. ही गॉट डाउन फ्रॉम द कार एंड वेंट इन. ही गॉट डाउन, डॉक्टर रमन गॉट डाउन फ्रॉम हिज कार एंड वेंट इन. घर भितर गला गोपाल पाखु. ही रिज्यूम्ड हिज सीट इन द चेयर एंड नाउ ही sat on the chair once again. The patient was staring at him. The patient was staring at him appealingly. Appealingly means praying. Appeal means pray. Pray, or we can say request also. Okay, so now we will see that it's the look of Gopal is like something like that. Gopal is praying. Okay, Gopal is praying to Dr. Raman. It is like that. Gopal is praying to Dr. Raman. ता look रो जणा पड़ुची गोपाल रो कि तारो डॉक्टर रमन को से जेमति प्रे करूची, से जेमति रिक्वेस्ट करूची, प्लीज टेल मी द ट्रुथ. सेमति ताको द डॉक्टर सेड टू हिमसेल्फ. नाउ द डॉक्टर निजको निजे कहूची, टॉकिंग टू हिमसेल्फ, टेलिंग टू हिमसेल्फ दैट इफ माय वर्ड कैन सेव हिज लाइफ, इफ आई टेल समथिंग, if my word is going to save the life of my friend, my bosom friend, he shall not die and he will not die. He should not die. मु जदि किछि कहि देले मो कथारे जदि से विश्वास करि जाउछि, से त कहि छै ना, तू जहा कहबो मु तो कथारे विश्वास करबी, तो कथारे भरोसा करबी, भरोसा रखिबी. ए सब के कहि छी, गोपाल कहि छी. नाउ डॉक्टर रमन थॉट that if I say something that will relieve, that will make Gopal live, गोपाल को बंचिया ପାଇଁ हेल्प करियो, that will help Gopal to live, then he shall not die, then Gopal will not die. गोपाल मरिबोनी, he will be damned, he called. And Gopal listened. ଶିଶୁଟୁ ପୁଣି ଆସିକି ଡାକୁଛି ଗୋପାଲ ସେ ତାକୁ ପୁଣି କହୁଛି ଗୋପାଲ listen, this was the first time he was going to do a piece of acting before a patient, simulate a feeling and conceal his judgment. Okay, so this is for the first time he is going to tell something, that he is going to hide the truth and simulate means pretend, छलना करिबा बाहाना करिबा किछि जिंस लुचेई दवा pretend. Okay, simulate, pretend. He is going to pretend for the first time in his career, in his life, in his professional career, in his doctor's life. तार गोटे डॉक्टर हिसाब रे एज ए डॉक्टर ता लाइफ रे प्रथम थर से गोटे मिछ कहया पय जाउची, किछि गोटे लुचेई की पेशेंट को किछि गोटे लुचेया पय जाउची, बट यूजुअली he always speaks the truth to the patient and the relatives. But now in this case he is simulating, he is hiding his feelings and he is concealing his judgment. He stopped and he is now that is acting before the patient. Okay, he stopped for a while over the patient and said, deliberate emphasis. Deliberate means with a conscious thought, with so much conscious, with so much carefulness, he thought and told that don't worry about the will now. You are not, you should not be worried, you not to be worried about the will विषय तो किसी चिंता करने दरकार नहीं. You are going to live, तो बंचिबो. Okay, you are going to live, you are surviving. Okay, you are going to survive. So why are you putting yourself in too much exertion, putting yourself in too much trouble? Okay, why are you thinking that you are not going to live? You will live, you are going to live. Your heart is absolutely sound, and your heart, your pulse rate, when I was checking your pulse rate, when I was checking your that is making the diagnosis, then I saw all the things that that is there. Hope of positiveness, सब जिनस सब positiveness अच्छे सब तो किसी problem नहीं. You will be cure very soon. Okay, don't worry about that. Your heart absolutely sound, सब जिनस ठीक अच्छी. A new glow suffused the patient's face as he heard it, and suffused means spread out. Okay, suffused. Emphasis means that is putting too much stress. Okay, जोर दे कहबा किछि गोटे putting emphasis. Putting stress. Okay, or important. Okay, putting importance, का गुरुत्व दे कहबा. Okay, ताले से गोटे बहुत प्रकार गुरुत्व दे कहूची. And suffused means, just add a page here. Okay, just wait. Suffused means spread out or spread through. Okay, चारियाडे खेली जीवा, चारियाडे खेली ही जीवा. That is known as your suffused. And a new glow. A glow means a hope. Hope is seen in the patient's face. In the patient's face means in Gopal's face. A hope is seen that when he heard that Gopal, his doctor, his best friend, that is Dr. Raman, told that he is going to live. Now Gopal become very happy. Okay, Gopal become hopeful. Listening to the statement of Dr. Raman, he asked in a note of relief, in a tone of relief. Okay, now his tone is full of relief, full of happiness, full of pleasure. Okay, these things we will see in the voice of Gopal. Do you say so? Are you telling the truth? Whatever I heard, do you say that? Okay, do you tell me that? से सब जिनस तुम मु जहाँ सुनिली तू सेटा कहलु तो. If it comes from your lips, it must be true. Okay, if you are telling these things, then it must be a truth. এটা নিহাতি গোटे सत्य होइतबो जेतु तू कहउछ. Okay, because he knew that Gopal knew that Dr. Raman never speak anything on truth. Okay, Dr. Raman never conceal his feeling. Dr. Raman never conceal the truth, and he always speaks the truth. So now Dr. Raman, the words of Dr. Raman and also have a greater impact upon the life of Gopal. ତେଣୁକରି ସେ କହୁଛି କି ତୋ ଲିପରୁ ଯଦି ତୁ କହୁଛୁ ତାମାନେ ଏଇଟା ସତ ହେଇଥିବ ଠିକ ହେଇଥିବ. The doctor said, now the doctor is telling, quite right. Yes, you are, whatever you think it is right. It is right. Whatever you see, whatever you observe from my statement, it is right. You are improving every second, and every second you are improving. Okay, every second, pratyek muhurta, pratyek second tu improve karuchu. Sleep in peace. Okay, so don't exert yourself, don't think anything, and be relaxed and be patient, and keep yourself in sleep. Okay, sleep in peace. Okay, without any kind of exertion, without any kind of disturbance, without disturbing yourself. Just keep quiet, chupchap raho, soipod, rest ne. You must not exert yourself on any account, and you should not exert yourself. You need not to exert yourself on any account, on any kind of situation. कौन प्रकार सिचुएशन हेले भी तू तो निजको निजे exert करबा कथा न, एते worried होबा कथा न. You must sleep very soundly, and with soundly, without making any kind of disturbance to yourself, disturb to yourself, you should sleep. Okay, sound. And I will see you in the morning. I will see you, I will meet you in the morning. Okay, it is now, it is very late, it is too late. Then I'm going, I'm leaving, and I will meet you the next morning soon. The patient looked at him gratefully for a moment and then closed his eyes. Now the patient is looking at himself. Okay, the patient is looking at himself gratefully. Okay, gratefully means thankfully, and with a greater hope, with a lots of hope in his mind, in his heart. Then he closed his eyes, and he is now he is now getting some kind of confirmation that he is going to live from the statement of Dr. Raman, and then he will think that he is going to survive, because Dr. Raman never tell the truth. Sorry, never tell the lie, never tell a lie. Se kebe micha kahani. So it is the statement that make him sure that he is going to live. The doctor picked up his bag and went out, shutting the door softly behind him. Now Dr. Raman picked up his bag, which he has accompanied with him, and shutting out. Now he shut out the door. Now he closed the door softly behind him. Now he closed the door and left. Okay, so now it's the glossary. Okay, is it clear? बर्तमान बुझी पारलो ए जो स्टैंजा, ए जो सॉरी ए जो पैराग्राफ बुझी पारलो? Yes or no, please comment. Okay, so deprecating means expressing disapproval who dislike, disapproval who express करिबा. Conceal means hide अछि. Simulate means pretend होइछि. Deliberate means intentional or purpose, on a purpose. Okay, thoughtfully कोनोसी जिंस को भाबी चिंते काम करिबा. That is suffuse means spread over slowly spread over, or that is slowly spread over or throughout. Okay, that is your suffused. Next. Okay, so now it is your unit 6. Krupa Sindhu. Okay, thank you. Unit 6. Okay, warm up. Now see, does a patient's life hang on a doctor's word? Gote patient's life डॉक्टर वर्ड उपरे, डॉक्टर स्टेटमेंट उपरे, डॉक्टर एडवाइस उपरे एटा डिपेंड करूची कि यस इट्स रियली इट रियली वर्क्स. काना गोटे डॉक्टर जदि कहि दबो नाही ठीक नाही, पेशेंट देह खराब अधिक अछि, सीरियस अछि, तेन करी डॉक्टर से पेशेंट कोन हबो, पेशेंट विल लूज होप दैट सब लूज हबो, होप डिस्ट्रॉय हे जिवो, तेन करी एंड सैटर्ड हबो. एंड वाज इट ट्रू इन केस ऑफ डॉक्टर रमन? एटा डॉक्टर रमन केस रे ट्रूथ की. How did he realize the truth of the words? There is a divinity that saves our ends. How does he realize? How did he realize? How did Dr. Raman realize the truth of the words? से जो words जो तारक से कहूची जो से केमिति ताकु realize करूची that there is a divinity that saves our ends. से गोटे कोनोसी गोटे divinity means there is a divine power, that is a unseen power that saves our end, that determine everything in our life. कौन सी गोटे अदृश्य शक्ति अच्छी, that is we called that unseen power as God. आमे जेमती से जो unseen power को कौन कहूचे भगवान बोली ना दउचे भगवान बोली कहूचे. So that unseen power always determines what we are going to do, what we are going to say, or what we are going to do in the next moment. आमे कौन करिबा आमे केमिति रहिबा कौन करिबा ए सब जिंस everything is prefixed predetermined. सब जिंस आगुरु determined हे कि अछि decide हे कि अछि. Everything is decided, everything has been decided. So Dr. Raman believes these words. Read the concluding unit of the text for your answer. Now we will find the answer. Okay, now the text. On his way home, he stopped for a moment at hospital, called out his assistant, and said, "The lolly extension case." Now Dr. Raman is returning to his home. Okay, it is night time, and he stopped at his hospital. Okay, at his clinic. The clinic pakhre atki jaichi, and called out. Now he called out his assistant at the hospital. Hospital tar assistant ko daki kichi, and said and told his assistant that lolly extension case that we went there जोटी के हमें जाइथिले से जो lolly extension case टा कौन अछि. You might expect that the expect the collapse any second now. Okay, and from now you might there is a greater chance of that is greater chance of we can say greater chance of arising problem. Okay, कौन सी प्रकार गोटे problem आसी जीवो, and the patient will collapse at any time. Patient कौन करिवो collapse means patient will die. कौन सी गोटे serious situation एमती होबो, patient will die. Go there with a tube of in hand and give it any case the struggle is too hard at the end, hurry up. Now he is instructing the assistant, go up there. Okay, go immediately there, and with the all the medicine, all the required equipments with you, and attend the patient right now. Then what will, if the struggle is too hard, please remember, if the struggle is too hard, then give this thing there, that thing. He mentioned something, okay, to give the patient. If the struggle is too hard, if any kind of problem is seen, then he told, hurry up. Okay, go immediately to the place. Now the next morning he was back at Lolly extension at 10. He was back means Dr. Raman advised his as attendant. Then his attendant went to Gopal's house and stayed there in the night at night. Okay, and the next morning what happened, he was back at Lolly extension. Who was back? Gopal was returning. Okay, returning, and he stopped at Lolly extension. Lolly extension means Gopal house duty at 10, and it was 10 o'clock at that time. From his car he made a dash for his sick bed. From his car, and he was traveling by his car. He stopped his car there, and he rushed towards Gopal's bed. Okay, what happened? He wanted to see. The patient was awake and looked very well, and he got surprised having seen the patient is very well now. Okay, the patient is very active now. He's awake, and he's looking very well. Okay, he's not looking like a patient now. The assistant reported satisfactory pulse, and assistant was there. Assistant was there over the night, and the assistant reported that, sir, the patient's condition is very good, the pulse rate is very good, the pulse rate is normal. Okay, satisfactory pulse rate we found. The doctor put his tube at his heart. Tube means that is a stethoscope. जो doctor माने stethoscope जोटा check करते pulse rate जोटा. Listen for a while, and he listened for a while. The pulse rate, he checked the pulse rate. He put the stethoscope and checked the pulse rate, and told the sick man's wife. Now he replied. Okay, from the last 4 unit we will see that 5 unit. Okay, we saw that is Dr. Raman is never replying anything of the wife's queries. Okay, wife ro konosi queries se jaha सब question पचारछि किछि reply करनी, but now Dr. Raman replied the sick man's wife, don't look so unhappy, lady. You should not be unhappy. Okay, you should not be worried. तुम्हें आउ किछि worried होवा दरकार नहीं. Your husband will live to be 90, and your husband will live up to 90 years of age. Okay, 90 वर्ष पर्यंत बंचिबो तो किछि व्यस्त हबार नहीं. When they are going back to the hospital. Now telling these things, now they leave the place. Now they left the place, the assistant and the doctor, they now left the place, and they are going back to the hospital. They are coming, returning back to the hospital. The assistant sitting beside him in the car asked, and the assistant, Dr. Raman, was sitting in the that is front seat. Then your assistant, the assistant is sitting at the back of the back seat, and he is sorry the they were returning to the hospital, and the assistant is asking, okay, is he going to live, sir? Is he really, is the patient is going to live? Is the patient really going to live? Se ବଞ୍ଚିବ ପ୍ରକୃତରେ ବଞ୍ଚିବ ପ୍ରକୃତରେ survive କରିବ କି? Because the condition was too critical. এটা ଗୋଟେ critical condition ଥିଲା. There was no chance that he would live. Okay, so there was no chance that he would live. So this kind of thing, we will see. Okay, ଏଇଟା ଏମିତି ହେଇଗଲା ଦେଖିବ ଚାଲୁଛି ତ ସେସନ okay. So next we will see, that is your assistant is asking to Dr. Raman, is the patient really going to live? Is the patient really going to survive? Because it was a critical condition. In this condition there was no hope that the patient would survive. But so that the assistant being suspected, being doubted about the patient, the assistant asked to the doctor if he is going to survive or not. Yes, I will bet on it. Who is replying? Dr. Raman is replying that yes, he will definitely survive. I will bet on it. I will bet on it means I will challenge. Okay, I will give confirmation. I will give you warranty. Okay, I will give you guarantee. Okay, and he will live to be 90, and he will live up to 90 years of age. 90 वर्ष पर्यंत बंचिबो मु सेटा बेट करियो, मु सेटा चैलेंज करी कहबी. And he has turned the corner. He has turned the corner means he has turned the critical condition. He has turned the critical situation. He has overpassed. He has surpassed the critical. Turn the corner means surpass or overcome or defeat. Okay, defeat the critical situation. He has already crossed the difficult situation, difficult condition to difficult critical condition को से cross कर जाइए. Now how he has survived this attack will be a puzzle to me all my life, replied the doctor. Now the doctor replied that how the patient in this condition, there is no possibility that the patient, that Gopal would survive. But how all these things happened, how all these things changed suddenly, I myself could not understand. I myself cannot understand all the things. What actually happened? Okay, so this is a puzzle. Means this is a mystery. Okay, it is a unsolved that is question. This kind of question will be unsolved throughout my life. Okay, more life रे इटा गोटे unsolved question रही जीवो से केमिति बंचे. Okay, and this can now we will see that it Gopal now saved, and Dr. Raman could not understand how Gopal is saved, how Gopal was saved. Okay, so here your chapter ends. Okay, now glossary tube means which is stetho, turn the corner hochi prase critical pointer, and illness रे critical point गोटे ताकू overcome करिबा ये करिबा. Now here your that is unit it's 6. Okay, unit 6 is over. Okay, so your chapter is over now. Chapter over. Okay, is it clear all to you? Mamuni, Subham, Krupa Sindhu, and your Mr. Asik. Okay, okay. Is it clear all to you? Is it all clear to you? Please comment. Amar iti chapter sarigala. Next video lesson we will start with another chapter. Okay, with a new journey we shall start we shall start with a new video. Okay, new video lesson. Is it all clear to you? Krupa Sindhu. Okay, very good. Okay, thank you all of you for your wholehearted support and